The individuals and types of communities within the white nationalist movement vary widely. Organizations are as different as rural compounds, suburban political organizations, academic think tanks, radical Christian communities, militias, or skinhead youth finding each other at heavy metal concerts. It is a decentralized movement, and few groups or organizations have formal memberships that would make it easy for an outsider to identify who is a part of the movement. Adjacent fringe or conspiratorial ideologies often share many of the social features of the white nationalist movement, which leads to a lot of the confusion about just how structured and organized it can be. The historian Kathleen Belew described white nationalism as a broad-based social movement united through narratives, symbols, and repertoires of war. And that rings true with my experience. White nationalists are united by their agreement that they are the only people who see the world as it really is. Ultimately, the definition of whether one is a part of the white nationalist movement comes down to a question of relationships and identity, to whether someone shares the personal connections and stories that have accumulated and carried the movement through many tumultuous decades. Over the last 50 years, it is hard to name any particular event more important than the basic fact that so many historically different groups and communities coalesced at all. White nationalism can offer a sense of purpose and identity that stands up against all reason and causes people to live miserable lives for decades because they believe their sacrifices are so deeply meaningful. As a movement, it has an endless supply of potential new members willing to ruin their lives because of how many white people in America hold garden variety racist beliefs affirmed by its ideology. White nationalist organizers know this explicitly. My dad always told me that we were looking for people who started sentences with the phrase, "I'm not racist, but." Whatever they said after that was the foundation of the most extreme versions of the ideology.